All right, I'm on hole number 8 of the Coast to Coast tournament. I'm in Tuesday's qualifying round in the rookie division. Let's go check out hole number 8. Hole number 8 is going to be City Park. Hole number 2. And there's a lot of different ways that you can go at this hole, but I will tell you with the low level account that I have, if you are in front of this line right here and you're in the sand or you're in the rough or you're in the fairway, wherever you're at out here, it's long iron distance. So if you have a Nirvana or you have a Spitfire, those are long irons. So if you're in the rough or the sand up here, you can get on. But if you don't have a Nirvana and a Spitfire and you end up in the rough anywhere, you're in a world of trouble unless you end up in the rough way up here. So I'm not interested in pushing the limit here. And this is one of those holes that I think the mass majority of the people are. First of all, this is a hard hole to eagle. So if you can get an eagle on this hole, you are going to be a leg up on people. The mass majority of the people in the bracket. But there's going to be a lot of people on this hole that are going to end up with a par. And we definitely don't want to be in that group. So my goal here is with this account is not to get greedy. I want to end up right there. You can anywhere in here. Now, anywhere in here, if you've got lower developed stuff like a Viper or a King or a Hammerhead, if you got a really low sniper and it's only the 160, it hasn't picked up any of its distance yet, it'll be just a little bit short. But if you got a Hammerhead or a Viper, it'll be better because you're there at like 170, 173, somewhere in that neighborhood. So I'm going to use a QB to get me out here. I'm using this reference point. And I'm going to be about maybe 3.5 rings off of that reference point right there. And just trying to bleed myself up. I'm only going to put on, I don't have to put on all of the topspin here. We don't need to get greedy trying to get out in that area. With my QB, I don't have a lot of topspin to start off with. All right, go slow. No, I got all day. Got like 4 topspin. I don't need to put on all that. I can't remember from yesterday how much I put on there. I'm going to use a Titan just because I have lots of them. Save my Kingmakers. Open up a chest, clear out a slot. Getting 17 common cards, trying to get some of my commons maxed out. Playing Tour 4 and below. I think if you started up 2 accounts, if you and a buddy started up 2 accounts and you played equally, like you played the same amount of matches, and you took one account and you ran it up to Tour 7 as fast as you can to try and get your stuff, that you will end up getting some of the higher level clubs. But you're going to be raising the level of every club up very gradually. Whereas if you stayed down in Tour 4 and played T4 and below until you started getting your commons maxed out, that at the end of a year, you're going to have an awesome set of clubs because you'll be able to start participating in the club card trading very early. I think when the club card trading came out, they were like, in the last year, the average player has maxed out one common. And I think if you played Tour 4 and you play it on a consistent basis, you could max out your commons probably. You could max out the T3 commons probably within the first 3 or 4 months. Okay, max. I'm going to put on 2 and a sliver. What does that put me? Okay, so coming out into that area, about 3 rings off. Take the wind out, 4-5. Max curl. Hit 1 ring great on the outside. Just trying to bleed myself up out there into the middle. I could have got more aggressive on the topspin, but I will tell you that there's a spot out there that if you hit it, you will catch that glitch where you're coming down, the ball's coming down the hill and it hits the slope at about the same angle. And instead of bouncing back up into the air on the next bounce, it just slides across the course and picks up speed. There's a spot out there. And if you hit that spot, you will end up in that sand and that rough. And I think if I put on more topspin, I take a risk of catching that spot. What hole are we on here? What hole? Okay, my hammerhead hits 1.7 per ring. I don't think I have. Do I have any more side spin I can put on there? Just a little. 1.7 per ring. I'm just going to do a straight up adjustment. 2 rings. Getting it great to the right, of course. Trying to get myself up there and get my birdie. Not epic fail. I picked up some eagles on this hole, but this hole is not, if you can get way up there in the front, your chances are better. This hasn't been one of my most successful par fours to get eagles on, but it is eagleable. The main thing is don't get yourself in trouble. Great recovery. Nice shot. Crowd goes wild. And they just went, woo! In the hole, birdie. So we haven't had anything super spectacular happen this round, but it's been a very nice, clean round. 3 is going to be a difficult hole with lower developed stuff. I was able to pick up one of the holes. I was able to pick up hole number 4. Did not pick up hole number 3. So I'm at least on track for the -12. Playing nice and consistent. Not getting any drops, but not making any big mistakes. All right, that was hole number 8 of the Coast to Coast tournament in the Tuesday qualifying round in the Rookie Division. Thanks for watching.